pieces of equipment that we get asked a lot of questions about is our Monitor self-steering vane. We've been sailing with this for about a year and a half now, so I wanted to make a quick video just explaining how it works and what we think of it so far. There's a few different styles of self-steering. This one's a servo pendulum style. So how this works is you set your boat so it's steering on course. Once you're on course, you adjust this wind vane so the front edge is facing directly into the wind. Then as your boat wanders off course, the wind is going to hit either side of the wind vane. And if all you had was the wind vane, you'd need a massive wind vane to have enough force to actually steer the boat. So how this works is it translates this side-to-side motion of the wind vane through these linkages and gears down to the rudder in the water, which as the wind vane swings from side to side, it actually turns the rudder. So then when the rudder turns and the boat's moving through the water, it causes this entire arm to kick to one side or the other. And it's actually this much stronger force from the water acting on the rudder, which is then transferred through these control lines all the way up along the cockpit into the helm. And that generates enough force to actually steer the boat. Alright, so the control lines lead from the Monitor through some blocks along the side of the cockpit and over to the wheel, and then at the wheel you just have this little lock so you can either engage or disengage the Monitor to either have it steering or steer by hand. And then on this side there's a line that you can reach from the helm, which you turn this to adjust the angle of the wind vane to make slight changes to your course.
With only a two-person crew, longer passages become very difficult without some kind of self-steering. We often use our Monitor on shorter sails too, so Ashley can read and I can focus on fishing. Even used, the Monitor costs more than some of the cheaper electronic autopilots, but we felt it would be more reliable and liked that it uses no power. An electronic autopilot would have required upgrading our battery bank and probably running the engine more to keep everything charged. It does take some practice to get it set up properly. Also, if your boat is not balanced well, it will have a harder time holding a course. After some practice, we've been able to use it in everything from high winds and 6-foot following seas to motor sailing with only 6 knots of apparent wind. Scanmar was also very helpful and sent us plans from an installation on another Looters for free, even though we had purchased our Monitor used. We feel the Monitor was a great fit for our style of cruising, and we've been very pleased with the performance and the durability.